Welcome to Channeling Higher Beings, the show that channels the wisdom of a higher dimensional being from another realm in our galaxy called Ameed. We are your hosts, Marcus and ELENI, and in each episode, I ask Ameed some riveting and relevant questions that help us with our spiritual evolution, and Marcus has the gift of channeling those answers. So sit back, relax, and let's get started.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
It's so great to be here with you again,
ELENI.
ELENI.
I know. We didn't do it last week, and I actually missed it.
I know. So did I. I sat there at the time on the Monday and went, what do I do now? That's all right. We'll twiddle my thumbs. And so it was, I'm glad we got to do it this week.
Yeah, for sure.
Glad we're back.
I love this series because it's just a wonderful blessing to be able to hear the wisdom of a high dimensional being who is not walking this particular planet, but can give us a different perspective on all the things that are going on. So when you're ready, just get into your zone.
Oh, yes, I can do that.
And do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, do what I do. And let's do that. And I've obviously been tuning in before we start, and I spend a little bit of time just tuning in just to feel into the energy and let go of all of the other things that have been going on in my day, and just to try and clear that. And we're doing it in the afternoon this time, which is unusual. We normally do it in the morning, so
yeah,
that's okay. It doesn't matter. We can do it any time, day or night. It's fine. This is much of the pleasure that we are here in your presence. And once again, we have the opportunity to spend this moment in the time with you and with the people that are listening in at this moment. Much we want to share with you today, much about the opportunity to be much of the fullness of your experience here in the dimensional earth plane. Many of you miss the understanding that you have chosen to be here in this moment, and this is much of the sacredness of the connection that the universe provides to you. You have chosen to be here in this moment, and we much love and honor this journey that we can experience in this togetherness, the interdimensional connectedness of this much experience. And we wish you to understand that we wish to invite you to step into the fullness of who you are in this moment. Step into the gifts that you have brought with you, that you often forget. You often journey into the forgetfulness. This is much of the plan that you chose to be part of, is to come into the forgetfulness so that you can remember, and in the remembering you anchor deeper into the truth and the reality of who you are in this moment. We have much of the proudness for what you and your channel have been doing here. Much of the excitement. This is very special to be able to do this. We have much of the gratitude for you. And we know that the energy is deeply impacting those that are in the experience of this journey. And we are of the much gratefulness for this opportunity to relate, interact, interconnect with you.
Thank you so much, Ameed. I actually did miss talking to you, and I'm so grateful that you are here at this moment to give us some guidance and some advice. I'm just going off what you just said, which is we all chose to be here in this moment. We all brought gifts down with us so that we can step into our highest expression. And my question relates to if we are not the doer, because there is a grand scheme and there is a big plan and there's a universal plan that organizes everything for us, at which point do we know when to do and when not to do, because it'll be done for us?
This question that you pose comes with the misunderstanding of the doer and the beer and the seer. There's the three aspects that you hold deeply within. You hold the opportunity of the being, in the beingness of just experience the unfolding of just sitting in the middle of the unfolding and being able to embrace the enjoyment of this journey. You also have the opportunity to sit in the seer, to watch the unfolding, to be able to connect into the future realms and the past realms, and to connect into the thing of what is unfolding. In the space of the seer, you sit there in the understanding the truth, feeling into the truth. Often you will talk of the intuition space. This is the space of the seer, being able to connect in at the energetic realms to know exactly what is the truth. And then you talk of the doer and ask the aspect of the grand plan that is unfolding in this moment. And as you have heard many a time from many beings, that this doer is not you as the separateness of the doing. You are part of the grand the plan. You are part of the unfolding. Your consciousness is part of the creation cycle that we all exist in this moment. In truth, there is not the doing and the being and the thing. There is just the one entity, the one organism that interconnect all of us together. We are all part of this one organism. You are the doer, you are the seer, you are the being, you are the creator, you are part of this grand unfoldingness. And when you connect into and co-create, collaborate, connect into the divine source that you understand, then you realize that this is not a doing space. This is not the being space or even the seeing space. This is just the presenceness, the interconnectedness, where you're not in the separateness of any of the experiences that are unfolding. One of the thought processes that we sense when we connect in with you is this a concept of the separateness of things that are not interconnected, not running in and through your beingness. This is not a reality. The reality is that the energetics are moving in and through you. You are the beer, the doer, the seer. You are the part of the interconnected nature of the everything. And we would invite, if you were to step into the grander connection, we would invite you to allow the energetics to flow in and through you so that you could experience the interconnected nature of the fullness of who you are. In the separateness, in the disconnection, you find yourself floating in a sea of doubt, a sea of anxiety, a sea of worry. So often we connect into this reality, and we this plane of existence, and we sense the worry and the fear and the anxiety that this separation then creates. You are not separate. You are interconnected with the flow of the universal experience. There is not the separation in the physical realm where you sit in the hard particle existence It is very easy to understand or to sense that you are in the separateness of each other, the separateness of the universe, the separateness of you and the me. But in reality, there is not the separateness. This is one of the reasons we can, in the communication in this moment, is that there is not the separateness. We are interconnected with each other through the flow of the energetic space, much like if we were sitting in the ocean together. We are connected here with the water. We are touching each other through the water. We are vibrating. We are communicating through the water. We are beautifully interconnected together. So this doing this separation, this observation of the separation is not the deepest reality of your existence. The deepest reality is the interconnected nature of it. And as the unfolding is occurring, you are playing your role in the unfolding. This is why when we talk of the cosmic consciousness, when you step into that conscious realm, you will understand this at the much deeper level. This is the journey of the expansiveness of the frequencies in this moment, is that you will start to step into this cosmic consciousness understanding. Then you will know that not the separateness, there is not the separation of each of us. There is just the interconnected nature where we can feel into each other's journey. We can see the co-creative nature and how each of the consciousness plays its role. This is very much like when you look down on the earth. When we look down on the earth at the night time, on the other side of the sun, we see these little beautiful specks of the light, each one of those lights representing a town or a city. And this is very much like the truth of who you are, that you are just these beautiful little lights. And these lights are sparked, are allowed to, in the glowness, allowed to be the light because of the interconnected nature. Your electrical grid allows these little lights to do the shining. And in the universal perspective, the electrical lines are the universal connections that allow you to shine, that allow you to expand, to glow, that allow us to see you through dimensional space and time. This is the reality. This is the truth. And we are in the invitation process of bringing you into this cosmic conscious state so that you can see the truth and the reality of the oneness of the universe. This is one reason you call this the universe, the one verse that we all are looking to sing. When the consciousness reaches this state, when you learn that you are just the one instrument in an orchestra, a universal orchestra, that there is only one song for us to play, and you already know how to play the instrument. This is the gift that you have brought down onto this space. The gift is your instrument, and you know the song that you are here to play. But in this moment, you think of the separateness, that you are not this instrument, that you don't have this gift, and you don't remember the song. This is not the truth. You know the song. It is intrinsically in your DNA. It is embedded in the DNA. It is embedded in the sacred geometry that you have seen. It is embedded in the frequencies. You understand this song. We invite you in the expansion of the consciousness to take your place in the orchestra and to play this gift, to connect with your gift and to shine your gift on the planet and be the brightness that you are.
I love that so much. That's so interesting that you talk about us we've brought this gift with us. We know how to play the song. We know how to play the instrument, but in that forgetfulness, we've forgotten. So how do we remember how to play our instrument so that we could sing our song?
Yeah, there's much forgetfulness here in this realm. We are much amused by this forgetfulness because it is embedded in your DNA. It is not possible to forget, but we understand in the devolution process where much of your remembering tools have been taken from you, much of the chakras have been removed, much of the sacred geometry had been removed, much of the flower of life and the interconnected secrets, no, not the secrets, the interconnected information that has been created in the secret is there for you to help awaken these gifts, to help you remember. Right now, in this time and space, many of you have kept your instrument in its cover, in its case. You just keep it hidden. This hiddenness is kept hidden by the belief systems, by the worth, by the love that you miss in not experience. This is you keep the case closed. You don't even look at the instrument. You forget that the instrument is even in there, and the case looks like just some piece of much interesting of the furniture. But this is your instrument. It is there, hidden inside the case, and the invitation is to first open the case. Look at the instrument, connect in with your instrument, not even the use of the instrument, not even bringing it out to play, but just to look at it, to understand that you have this gift. Maybe it is even just to look at this case, this hidden furniture in the corner of your room, just to look at the case, to understand that at some level there is a gift that I am bringing here into this moment, that I have come here to share. And I am much of the fearfulness of the sharing of this gift. I have been much told that there's not the worth, that there's not the good enough, that I should not play this gift. I should keep it hidden away. I should not tell anyone of the gift. I should just be much of the quietness, much of the hiddenness of this. But we are here to tell you in this moment, in this time in the history of your experience, there is not more of an important time for you to release this out into the world, release this out onto the planet. This is a must now. This is an imperative for you to do this. And we have much come here to be of the vocalness, to share this opportunity with you. And once you notice the case and feel of the case, and then you open the case and you see this beautiful of the instrument there, residing within you, ready to come out and be expressed. You will remember the song. You will understand the notes you are here to play. We recognize that if we were here in a practical reality, we would, and we asked you to pick up an instrument you have never played, the first thing you might think is, Ameed, you are being crazy just to ask me to play something I've never played before. And you ask me to play a song that I understand and I know at a deep level. I would think you were the silliness, the craziness that I would be able to play. But this is the truth. The minute you recognize the instrument and you pick it up, you will remember the song. You will remember how to play this instrument. And once you remember, you will be able to play it much of the loudest and more often. And this is the gift that you are here to share. You must let go of the belief that this is not of the truth. You must let go of whatever you have been invited to think about this situation. You must let go of the belief around yourself and this gift that you have. And maybe many have told you that this is the silliness, that you don't have this gift, that you should be placed in a box, the box that has been much created for you. And we wish to invite you out of the box and into playing this instrument, fully stepping into this opportunity.
I mean, if we can get a little bit more specific. So in terms of an example, you talk about, let's just look at the instrument in the first place. Don't worry about playing it, just look at it. From a practical three-dimensional point of view, with us living on the planet right now, for example, let's use me as an example. How can I look at the instrument?
The gifting you must understand. You have been on the journey to discover this gift. and you are much connected with it. So in your reality, in your journey that you have been existing in all the recent time, you are invited to see into this gift, into the deepness of who you are. You have the magic to be able to connect in and to shift someone's mindscape, to shift the reality for other beings. You have the gift to be able to connect into the specificness of the situation that might be unfolding for someone, and you can, in the most much of the beautifulest space, to show the others the situation that is stopping them from being in the fullness of who you are. You are connected in now, not just at the intuitive level, but at the quantum, at the dimensional level. Much through your experience with the medicine, you have been able to connect in. So for you, we would ask that you just step back for one of the minutes to look at the framework of which you have come through. The journey that you have been on is much of the case that you have been looking at, and whenever you have done into the more dimensional connective realms, you have opened the case and seen the reality. You have much stabilize the frequency of the ego. You must have you must have the switch the instrument and put the ego in the box. And you part of your journey here is to help the people put the ego in the box and to take the instrument out, because much of the ego stops you looking in the box. The ego doesn't understand that there is this box and that there is the magic. It thinks that the magic is somewhere else. It is in the doingness. It is in the much of the activity. But you understand now that the gift that you have been given, the invitation that you were given, opened up the box, and much you took the instrument out, the instrument to be able to connect in, to be able to be much of the sensory and the connected in at the frequency of the other humans. And to some extent, you have taken the ego and placed it in the box and shut the box. And we're much proud of this experience for you, because this is not necessarily the journey you had been on. Much has been through your experience, through the ego experience. And now you understand that this is no longer serving your experience. So you have been invited to look at the box. This, in a practical sense, is looking at your soul, looking at a deeper spiritual context. Sometimes when people are shown the box, it can be of the awakening nature, and it can be of the surprising nature. Anyone who's looking in deeply to the spiritual realm, what you would call the spiritual realm, which we must reflect as the dimensional realms, you see this box of opportunity, of potential, and it is much of the excitement when you're in the awakening, and then you gently open the box. This can be done through the medicine, like you have experienced, through the spiritual practices, through even the simplest form of drawing the flower of life geometries. This can help open up the box and help you to connect into your gift. Many of you understand the gift. This is beyond just the intuitive gift. This is much more into the knowing gift, the connect the gift into the frequency and the vibration of the universal truth, this cosmic conscious state that we must express and share with you. So this instrument is now for you to take out and play it fully. You are in the process of seeing the instrument, touching the instrument. You have not yet fully played the instrument, but you are there with the instrument, just experiencing it. And the next invitation for you is to much play this instrument. We sense that you see it and then you miss it. Do you connect to it, then you miss it. That it is there. It is one of the things you have been holding. You have very much opened up the case. You very much placed ego into the case, shut the case. See this of the shutting the case. We understand that this has been a much of a journey for you. And again, the medicine has helped you to see the case, open the case, and be able to assist with the ego, and just the making sure that this aspect of the human experience is the calmness, is the not being the slave to this aspect. In your case, you have placed it in the box and shut the lid, and that is much of the excitement and the proudness that you have been able to do this. Now you are just being with the instrument, and the invitation is just to see that instrument there. This is the deeper aspect of you. This is the heart aspect of you, and you have been allowed to, able to just let go, just to be with it, and just to fall into it. In this case, the instrument will appear. This is much like there was these imagery pictures that you created many years ago, where when you look at it, you just see the colors and makes not much of the sense. And then when you let go and you make your eyes go into the distance, you see the images appear. This is like looking at the instrument. In this moment, you are holding that picture up with lots of beautiful colors. And you might have thought to yourself, wow, this could be part of the instrument. But now you need to just relax and let your eyes blur in the background so you can see the image just being created in front of you. This is how you see the instrument. Where you don't see this much of this particle state, you're much more connected into the waveform, the wave state of the reality. The instrument's not going to look like a particle instrument. It's not going to look like a violin or the guitar. It is much more a wave function of reality, much more an energetic function of reality. And you are much of the closeness of fully embracing this aspect of you. In the meditative space, it is possible just to blur the sight, the vision, so that you can see through the particle reality into the frequency, into the wave function. Within the wave function, you will see the shape of your instrument, but it won't appear like you think it might appear. It will just float in and through you, and you will know what you need to do with this instrument and how to play it. The playing of the instrument, of the song, is the greater cosmic song that you will play, that you will remember. The instrument is part of what you are here to share with the others in the interconnected nature of the reality. This is what you are here to share, and you are much of the closeness from connecting into this.
Oh, wow, that was beautiful. Wow, thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful message. I so appreciate our conversations. If it was up to me, I'd be here talking to you for hours. So thank you
much
so
of
much.
this truth for us as well. We wish to much be here more with you to help in sharing and help in the guidance of this reality, of this transformative moment. This is much of the sacred time to assist in the elevation, the expansion of the consciousness reality of this existence. And we wish to much welcome you back to the universal family of light. This is a part of who you are. And this is the invitation in this moment. You're much of the blessed, much of the loved, and there's much gratitude here from many of the beings watching in this space, in this moment. And we understand the journey is much of a challenge in sometimes, in some cases, but you are not alone. You are not doing this alone. We are here to assist and support in this journey, in this moment, right now. You're much loved.
Thank you.
Jesus.
Oh.
Is that a big one today?
You feeling like it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got tears. So
Wow.
Yeah, just allow yourself just to breathe.
Yeah, it's a bit like
The beautiful energy.
that.
What a beautiful picture that was brought forward today by Ameed, and just beautiful about the orchestra and the gift that we all have, and the invitation to see the gift first. And also quite funny what she said today about putting the ego in the box. Oh, that was funny. And closing the box. So get our instrument out of the box.
Yeah.
Put the ego in the box.
Yep. Sounds like a good idea.
And close the box.
The damn lid. I like that. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Done with that. Just tuck it away. That's it. Done.
Just close it.
Close it.
Just close the lid.
I agree.
And just interesting how, you know, we all are here with this gift. Every single person has come here with this gift that's in our DNA.
Yeah.
And then we think we're not able to play the instrument. When we're here to play the instrument. We've come to play the instrument.
I know. Oh, it's funny. We just forget so much. It's just part of the journey, right? You know, whatever reason, I'm sure she has an idea about it. But yeah, it's just, we do remember, we know. We just know.
Yeah.
Just that practical brain, certainly the ego brain just keeps forgetting and we don't know. Like, we do know, we all know.
And
it's a frustrating thing when you're on a journey. And I know a lot of spiritual people, certainly when I've worked with, you know, my mentors over the years and spiritual guides and all that sort of stuff, they often say, you know, just be with it. You just get frustrated about it sometimes. It's like, well tell me. Like, you know, it's there. Just remember. Just be there and allow the remembering to happen. It can be frustrating though.
Yeah. What you most like to do, what lights you up. That's your instrument.
All of that.
Just look at your instrument.
Such beautiful gifts we all have.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really interesting that I feel more connected in with Ameed than ever before. Like when you start speaking now, I get teary. You know, like I connect in, which is something when we first met, Ameed, like I wasn't able to feel the energy. I was more of an observer, but I can feel her now, and I just get it completely just. It's almost addictive. It's like that's why I want to do this all the time, because I could sit here and talk for hours with her, and I would be in absolute bliss. So it's such a beautiful. It's really hard to explain. It's such a beautiful feeling. Like the feeling is it's just like someone's giving you a big warm hug. And it's such an authentic, loving hug.
It is. It's such a gift. You know, it's so beautiful to have it happen to me and be able to bring this out now. You know, and I'm almost sorry I didn't do it earlier, but it's the journey, right? So it's okay.
It's part of the journey.
You know, I really appreciate and respect your gentle, beautiful encouragement to make this happen, because it wouldn't have without you. Do you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't be here right now without you just, I don't know, just being that beautiful soul that you are, to just be gentle about it, you know, because I've had other people try and bring it out and go, come on, you should channel it. But it was, I don't know, it was just too harsh. You know what I mean? It was like, almost like berating. You have to do it. You've got to do it. Whereas I never got that from you. I just got this beautiful, hey, you know, here's the opportunity, and, you know, I'd love to invite you into it. And which was quite a similar sort of energy that Ameed has, which is the invitation. You know what I mean? Not the force, not the you have to do this and this is this. It's much more an invitational energy of, hey, here's the opportunity. We're going to hold space for you to step into this opportunity. But it's up to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you choose not to, there's not going to be any less love. There's not going to be any less care. It's totally up to you. But I kind of like that. So thank you.
I love it, and I just love it. I just love this so much. So thank you so much, Marcus. I tend to think. I know you say that it wasn't for me, but I tend to think that there would have been a backup plan. I tend to think you would have organised. Your soul would have gone. Plan one, A, B, C, or D. You know,
it could have been, you'd probably, you know, you're probably right. Someone else would have come along, and, you know, blah blah blah. But I'm sort of glad it was you.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Cool.
I
That's
get to
cool.
experience it.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I guess just to finish off, you know, what she said was, we are the doer, we are the beer, we are the seer. We are
Yeah.
everything. The
Yeah.
doer, the beer, the seer. We are
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
one.
Absolutely.
And I love that. And
Yeah.
it's just
It's cool.
beautiful.
It is.
So that's all.
Thank you. Thank
for
you, everyone, for
today's-
listening in, joining in. Thank you so much.
Thank you for bringing forward Ameed today. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you did,
Yes.
please subscribe to this channel, comment, share it with your friends. We'd love to hear from you. So until
Totally.
next time, this is Marcus, Eleni, and Ameed.
Yay.
Thanks for
We'll see
listening.
you soon.